All right, session 2 with mics. Thumbs up. So, heading to the gym. What day is it
Friday
today?
night.
Friday night, yeah. Friday night, 6 p.m. Game time.
We're getting a little bit of a late start to the gym, but we had some things to finish up, so.
Well, tell us what are those things that we were finishing up that you...
I have a partnership with a clean energy brand, so think Red Bull, but there's nothing that's actually bad for you in there. It has all natural ingredients, and it comes in gummy form and liquid form. So I was filming something for that, and a little bit rusty. I used to film a lot more content videos and stuff like that, and I felt like I was just moving unintentionally really slow, trying to figure out how to execute the vision. But as I continue to do more, I'll speed it back up.
Yeah, I want to learn more about this vision and whatnot. Obviously, you know, if you don't know, a lot of my inspiration for making videos and whatnot is my wonderful fiancé Elizabeth. And you know, honestly, if I'm being real, I was always kind of just, I don't know what to say about, like, anxious to post online or think that I shouldn't, or, you know, whatever, but trying to give this a whirl and see where we go, and kind of excited to see what a year from now, a year of consistent, you know, just daily work and grinding can achieve. So I'd be interested to look back in a year and see where we're at.
Yeah, it's super fun, and the thing about whenever you do work with a brand and have a partnership, they send you a campaign brief, and sometimes they can be really specific. They want things to look and sound a very certain way, or they give you a lot of creative freedom, and each has its pros and cons. Because on one hand, if you have creative freedom, you can do whatever you want. But on the other hand, sometimes you might not be in the headspace to come up with a super creative idea, or, you know, sometimes it's just easier when it's laid out for you and you're like, all right, I need to do X, Y, Z, and that's it.
Now, I'm curious, for it, I'm sure if you're not at liberty to say, you know, feel free to say that and we can just move on. But, like, you know, with the specific video that you're working on now for the company or whatever it is, do you have more of the creative freedom, or do they have more of a specific spiel they want you to give?
I have more creative freedom, and now that I'm thinking about me saying all this, I don't like it whenever they want something super specific, because oftentimes the video ends up coming out feeling not very authentic. So if you give people the choice to create whatever they want, it's going to create a better product overall. But essentially they just are giving me loose outlines or guidelines of things that they want me to talk about or cover, but the rest of it, like the concept for the video, what I do in the video, is completely up to me, how I want to edit it. So yeah, that's super fun.
And that's what you prefer, you said, right? Yeah, that's a lot. Well, and see, for me, I feel like I don't have the same creativity as this one. Like, I'm more of a math person, which is so bizarre. I don't know a lot of people who are like, oh yeah, I'm good at math, but like math, I don't know. That's what I do for work pretty much. It's just math all day. Or at least I guess I used to before I got into like management, but so anywho, that's interesting. I feel like we're definitely a little bit apart there, but that's good, because maybe if you ever get any of those, you can kick them my way, and vice versa.
Yeah, because I feel like, to your point, it might initially feel a little bit easier, but it often feels a little bit harder to construct, because you're like, okay, I need to hit all of these very specific points, and you kind of have to structure a whole video around all of these points, and it often just feels harder.
Well, it probably feels less authentic.
It does feel less authentic, and
It's interesting. No, that makes
like
sense.
too scripty.
Yeah, no, that makes sense, and I feel like you're definitely coming from experience here, and I'm not. So,
Well, because I thought the same
Yeah.
exact thing. I was like, oh, this is so easy, and then
That's
I went to go film it, and I was like,
no. Yeah, that's such a good point, because you're gonna lose your authenticity probably if you tell a story the way you want to tell it versus have to like hit XYZ note. And
it's like they'll have an entire list of do's and don'ts, and then also like you must talk about XYZ, and have to like check off all these boxes, like I made sure I did this and that, and it's just like,
oh my gosh, that tractor's rolling down the road. That's